Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we have another review. We are going to be reviewing Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter today. I'm back with another review. I've been trying to kill some time, so I thought, well, I'll just make another review. So yeah, the plans for today's video is like any other review I do. We're going to talk about the box, the instructions, the minifigures, and the actual set. That's really about it. And then I'll talk about how I feel about it, if it's worth it or not, and then I'll just rate it, and yeah. So yeah, with that, let's get on to the video. The first thing I always talk about in a review is the box, and this is the box for the set. As you can see in the front, you have the Starfighter right there, and in the background, I actually like this background. It's Camino, that fun jazz, very watery, very crazy. Obviously, this is the set when Obi-Wan goes to Camino and looks at the clones to find what the dart was. So yeah, pretty cool. In the front, you have the set number and the amount of pieces and the age. If you want to know, the set number is 75333, and there are 282 pieces in the set. So yeah. On right here, you have the characters. We'll go more depth about that later. You always have like a one-of-one size thing with the minifigures on the back. You have just more of a different view of the ship and more play features, which we'll also go into more detail about. And yeah, nothing crazy about that. Bottom's the same as it usually is, just information. Sides, you have more of a just a different view of it. And yeah, pretty calm, pretty crazy. Nothing crazy. So yeah. Oh, I also apologize. I know this is an older set, but this is still a set that I kind of want to talk about. I love all the prequel movies, and obviously this is a pretty iconic scene in the prequel movies because this is when he meets Jango Fett. So obviously I did want to talk about this. So yeah. Anywho, let's get on to the instruction manual now. Here is the instruction manual for the set. Nothing crazy. At the front, like most sets are now, it's like a 3D rendered image of the set. Nothing crazy, but I just don't like it because I feel like it doesn't have much life to it. I don't know, it's kind of lame. When you open it, obviously, you get some more random stuff. And then when you go to the next page, another thing I'm really happy about that they have is this. The last one, I just reviewed the Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator, and the instruction manual didn't have this, which kind of sucks, because I feel like this is a very iconic page for any instruction manual, and I feel like it's kind of sucked they didn't have it. Going back to what I was saying I feel like now they're just, like, all the instruction manuals are just getting more boring, and I feel like it's more just, we're not, like, it's just there to just show you how to do instructions. It's not fun anymore. I don't know, but, so I'm glad to see that this one does still have it. If you go right here, on the right side of the page, you have, this, I always like this, it kind of shows your progress, like, oh, this is what page 1 is going to look like when I build it, this is what page 2 is going to look like when I build it, and etc, etc. So, yeah, nothing crazy. And then, the next page, obviously, you have the rest of the instructions. I'm pretty sure there's about 100 instruction pages in here. Yep, there's 100 steps, not instruction pages, but there's 100 steps. As you can see, the last one right here being the 100th page. Let me get to it. There, see? The last one being the 100th one, and obviously you just have kind of a photo of it. And right here, another thing that I love is when it shows all the rest of the seasonal stuff, like the wave they have. The last one didn't have it, which is really bummer. The Sith Infiltrator one, which really sucks, because I really do love when LEGO has this, even when the rest of the season stuff isn't that cool. I mean, like, this set was kind of bad, this set was kind of mid too, not this one, but this one right here, this was kind of not great. The only set that I have from this season, this wave I'm at, is the I forgot what it's called, ATTE. And yeah, I did want this one though. This one's really cool, I can't lie. I really wanted this one, because you got so many Inquisitors, so I really wanted it, but that's really about it for this. The next page, just have kind of these 2 pages of what pieces are in the set. I really like this, because let's say for example, I lost Obi-Wan's head. 6405161. I can look that up in Bricklink, and I can buy a new one, and boom, got the figure done. So yeah. In the back, obviously it's a pretty generic page, nothing crazy. Yeah, I don't know, it's a pretty okay instruction manual. The older ones I just feel like have much more life to them, but these still kind of have some cool stuff to them, so I can't hate on them too much. And again, it's kind of just an instruction manual, so I can't expect too much. But I still kind of like when it's kind of fun, so yeah. Anywho, now we can go into the actual minifigures. The first minifigure we have is R4P17 or P17, whatever you want to say. I think this is a pretty cool character. Obviously, this is the droid that did accompany Obi-Wan in the scene for about maybe 15 minutes when he was flying through Camino and flying through all that stuff. Nothing crazy, but I always liked this character because I feel like it was almost like R2, but like almost as like his brother or something. Like, he actually did get a decent amount of screen time, which I'm really surprised about, just because literally, I'm pretty sure he died literally that same movie, so I don't know. But I always like this character. I love any R2 or R3 or 4 droids. I think they're super cool. And yeah, obviously this is a pretty cool character. This is a pretty cool minifigure to get because we don't really get any different type of R4, 3, 2, whatever type droids. Only R2D2 really only get, and that's obviously blue. There's a couple black ones and gray ones. I'm pretty sure I have a black one and a gray one. Maybe not. I might be wrong. But it's super nice to get a red one. And yeah, I know there's a pink one coming up, which I really do want. I know that's a 25th anniversary one. And also the story about it is super. The pink one, the story about it's actually super nice. I think it's super sweet. And I really do want one because I do like these types of minifigures, especially when they're different colors besides blue. But yeah. Anywho, to kind of get more detail about the minifigure, it's literally the same exact print as R2D2, but just red. But I still think it looks sleek. On the head, it's actually kind of like this glossy thing. You can't really see it, but it almost looks like sparkly. I think it looks super nice. I don't know, I think it looks super nice. They did super good on it. And yeah, anywho, that's really about it. That's all I can say. Overall, just pretty nice, pretty generic character. So yeah, let's go to the next one. The next character we have is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think that this is a super good Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, this is awesome. They did phenomenal with this. I feel like I'll explain the last one. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, I feel like they do super good on it. I don't know why. They really do good on them. They do good on a bunch of, like, popular Jedis. So, yeah. Obviously, in the front, you have some nice robes. I think the printing on these is really good. These legs almost look dual molded, but they're actually not. They just have really good printing on them, which I think is awesome. The printing isn't, like, half see-through. I think it looks perfect. If you go to the back, you just have some more finishing of the robes. Nothing crazy, but it's just a couple lines. That's really about it. So, yeah. I think overall the printing is actually super, super nice. I love this printing. If you go to the head, obviously, it's a two-sided head. You have one with his little headset on. I don't know if it's a headset, but it's like the thing where he uses and he talks. It's like a headset, basically. If you turn his head around, you have more of a regular face. More of just like kind of like almost like a mysterious kind of express face. Obviously, you can put his hair back on. And if you may have already saw, I don't know if I did it, but you can put his hood on like this if you want to, like that. Super nice hood piece. I know this is one of the newer hood pieces. They kind of stopped using the older ones. I'm pretty sure this is the hairpiece they use with like robes now, which I think is super cool. It looks okay in my opinion. But whenever I have him displayed, I always use hair. His hair is iconic. So yeah. I think his looks better in my opinion. And yeah. Obviously, he has his iconic blue lightsaber, which is super cool. He doesn't have a blast or anything like that. He just has a lightsaber. But that's what the scene was. So pretty basic. But yeah. Overall, I think this is a super cool character. I don't have many Obi-Wans in my collection, so this is obviously super nice to have. The only Obi-Wan I have is an episode 1 one and an episode 3, so I think this is my second episode 2 one. I might be wrong, I have to recheck, but nonetheless, I think this is super cool. I think this is a really good minifigure. One of the better Obi-Wans, or in general, the better Jedis they've done so far. I think they really nailed on this one. So yeah, let's get into the last minifigure. The last minifigure we have is Twan Wei. I don't know how to say their name, but I think that this is an amazing minifigure. Obviously, this is a Kaminoan. I think this is the first time we've ever gotten one, and I mean, I think they nailed it. This definitely, I don't know, this looks amazing. Like, you definitely get, obviously you can tell what it is, but I feel like they really gave it like a Lego little spin to it, and I think it's perfect. I mean, like, obviously they're long, they're big, but I love how, like, the neck it still looks like a Lego piece. I mean, obviously it is Lego piece, but like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, it has like its little like Lego look to it, and I think it looks amazing. Obviously you have like the dress piece. A lot of the Palpatine minifigures wear this. I don't know. I think that this is such a cool minifigure. I don't know. I really think that Lego should start making more of these different characters, like what's her name? Nala Se? Yep, her. I think that's her name. They just need to make more. These are awesome. Lego did such a good job on this minifigure. To go into more detail, obviously you just have some printing. You have some nice little waist printing. Obviously you have some negative space right there. I think looks fine. You have some more of her robes and her dress, which I think is super cool. I'm not her, but there. So yeah, I don't really know if this is a guy or a girl, but it's okay. Obviously you have the little headband, you have the eyes, and you have the little mouth. I don't know. I think this is an amazing minifigure. I think this is awesome. For sure. This is definitely for sure my favorite minifigure on the set, just simply because for some reason, it looks so good. I don't know why. It looks so good. I think they went crazy on this, and yeah. Anywho, that's really about it for the minifigures. Now, we can go to the best part and talk about the actual Starfighter. And here is the finished Starfighter. To keep it simple, I think this looks super good. We'll go into more of the design soon, but I think the design looks awesome on this. I think this thing looks amazing. I think it looks super sleek. the way they used like to kind of have the they're not fins, but these kind of side paneling at an angle like this. As you can see, this is kind of like a 25-degree angle, maybe a little shorter, but obviously it's at an angle. But the way they do this is like they use like, I'll show you. I'll pull these out. What they do is they kind of have like these pins right here, and they have this. You just slide it in, but it's actually super sturdy, which I do love. Like, I mean, you have to press it. You can't. I'm like pushing it down. You can't really do anything. It doesn't break. And if you want to pull it out, you do kind of have to like use some force. I mean, so yeah. Like, especially if you're kind of displaying it, or if you're a little kid's using it, there's a good chance that they're not gonna be able to pull this out. It is kind of sturdy and it is very strong. Another thing about this I like is the amount of space. Sorry. The amount of space that they have is not that much. I mean, I feel like there's one small little crack right here, which is super nice, especially for like a $30 set. I don't really expect much from this type of stuff, but I mean, it still looks really good, which I think is super cool. I think the designers for the set did amazing. I'll kind of go more into detail about that, but anyhow, I think that they just did really good on this. The designers, honestly, props to LEGO designers. I can't even fathom how they design some sets. Some sets are insane, and I think that they just do such a good job, and I feel like they seriously underappreciated, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they suck with their minifigure design. Sometimes they suck in the price, but anyhow. But the actual designs, I think they're amazing. Anyway, now we can go into the play features. There's only a couple play features. One, we can talk about the stud shooters. I don't really care about stud shooters. They're fine. I mean, they're there. I'd much rather them not having them, but it is a +7 set, so I cannot expect to have them. Obviously, they have to be there for some play feature, but honestly, these aren't that bad. Actually, I feel like they're not really that noticeable. I mean, obviously they're noticeable, but they're not like just in your face, which I think is super cool. Obviously, you can like look at it from a glance, but like you can still appreciate all the other stuff, which I do like. Honestly, I think it's fine. Honestly, they're just there, and I can't complain too much about them. So yeah. The next thing I'd like to talk about is kind of just the paneling. You have a nice ratio of studs to tiles, which I think is super cool. You have some nice little like print right here. You have some stickers. Oh, about that, there are a decent amount of stickers in the set. There's about, I think I counted, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's 15 stickers, so if you're wanting to get this set, prepare to have a lot of stickers. There's a lot, but it wasn't that bad. But if you don't like stickers, that's just so you know. So yeah. If you go on the other side, this is actually my favorite part. This is my favorite part of it. Right here, you have just some more stuff. Obviously, you have some more stickers, some more tiling. I love this radar dish. I think this radar dish is such a nice little addition. It's so small, and it's so like, I don't know. I think it's super cool. It gives a lot of character to this, which I think is super cool. And yeah, as you can see, you have an R4. You have R4 right here, but I mean to take it out, but I actually love the way you store R4. So obviously, R4, the whole droid can't fit right here. There's not that much. I mean, it's not that thick. So, like I was showing you, what you can do to store him, so you don't have him hanging out around, so you don't have to like put him somewhere like this to the side. What you can do is you can take it, and you can actually open this. I'll reopen it, but right here, as you may have seen, you can open this. You can actually put the rest of his body right here. Super cool. If you put him in there, obviously, you can just close it back up. And I mean, it looks like it isn't there. I mean, it looks fine. Like obviously there's nothing sticking out, nothing poking out. It literally looks like there's nothing there. It honestly looks like this is just a part of the set, which I think is awesome. It's very minimalistic, which I think is super cool. And with this set, you do get some extra of these. So I just put these right here, kind of just hide them so they're just not dangling around, just like the droid. So yeah, I think that's super cool. And obviously you can put his head right here. It's just on like one of these spinny pieces, and then you can put his head back, and yeah, pretty cool. Now I'd like to talk about the cockpit. I think this cockpit is awesome. I love this. If you want to put Obi-Wan in the cockpit, what you can do is that you can put him like this. You do have to have his arms like up like this, or he just won't fit. Obviously, he has to be sitting as well. But when you open it, you can put him in. Let me zoom into it actually. So you zoom in. Obviously, there's two studs right here. You just sit him on like that. Boom. Like that. Pretty cool. Obviously, it looks like he's controlling it. And another thing I really do like is this headrest. I love this. I love when LEGO does this more. I think that LEGO needs to do this more often as well. It's such a small little detail, but I think it gives it so much more character, just like the radar dish. But like, it's even smaller, but I think it just looks so much more better. It gives it so much more character, which I think is crazy, because literally it's just one piece, but it looks so much more like a seat, and I think I really do like it. So yeah, obviously when you have them in there, you can close it. Nothing crazy. One thing I do not like, actually, which I've noticed, is that when you try to pull him out, his hair does fall off. His hair piece isn't on that tight, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's really loose to do. So when you put him in there, there's a good chance that he's gonna fall out. He's like, you're gonna try to grab him by his head, and his hair's gonna fall out. So you kind of have to like take him out like this. So yeah, nothing. But honestly, it's not that bad. I'm not complaining by any means. That's how some sets are, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, let's talk about it for the cockpit. Well, I guess we can talk about it. There's some stuff right here, the control panel, but nothing crazy. So yeah, I think that's about it. No, there's actually one more thing I have to talk about. My bad. So obviously, Obi-Wan has his lightsaber, but there's no space for a lightsaber. Obviously, there's not that much space. You try to put the lightsaber right here, or like on the side. It's gonna look weird. There's no space in here to put it. It's not too big. Like if you try to put it right here, can't put it in there. So Lego actually made a feature for this. If you go to the bottom, you may have already seen this, but if you go to the bottom, there are two clips right here, and what you can do is that you can put the lightsaber on those clips. So when you have them on the clips, obviously you don't see it. It's not there. It's still part of the ship. So if you want to display it with Obi-Wan inside the ship, or if you want to play with it and you don't want to, if you don't want to hold on to the lightsaber or possibly lose it, you can put it right there, and boom, it's just stuck there. So yeah, I really love this. I really love when Lego does this, because there are some sets, like for example right here, the Freako Speeder, where there is no clip. So what you have to do is you kind of have to like as you can see right now, the lightsaber is just kind of like out there, which does suck. And I do love that Lego did that. I think it's just really nice to do. Obviously, it makes sure you don't lose the lightsaber. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's really about it for Lego features. That's really about it for play features. Now I'd like to talk about how I feel about the set. To keep it simple, I think the set is amazing. If you're wanting to get a cheap set, I'd for sure recommend this one. You get such an amazing Obi-Wan minifigure. We haven't seen episode 2 Obi-Wan in a little bit. So if you're all wanting to get a newer one, I'd for sure get the set. This is such an amazing minifigure I was talking about. And one of the cooler minifigures in the set, sorry, the coolest minifigure is this. Completely new minifigure. We've never gotten a Kaminoan, so this is an amazing minifigure to get. And this set is kind of old, and we haven't gotten one of these minifigures since. So maybe this might be a rare minifigure. So if you're into reselling, I'd say that there's probably a good chance that this is going to be more expensive, especially because this is a complete new mold, and this is the first time we've ever seen this specific character or any Kaminoan in general. So yeah, I think that this is amazing. This is an amazing set. The build is kind of big. It's so sleek and nice. I think it looks awesome. Obviously, you get like a more of a rare and uncommon type of space, like R-Droid, R4, R3. Yeah, we usually only get like R2s, so I think having an R4 is super nice. And I think in general, the character array is just amazing. And yeah, for $30, I'd for sure recommend this, especially if you're trying to get something small. And yeah. And also to add, this is still on shelves, so if you want to get this, go get it right now. I bet you soon this is actually gonna go. They're probably gonna retire this set. So if you are wanting the set, I'd recommend getting it as soon as you can. And yeah, I don't know. That's really all I have to say about the set. Actually, I'll talk about it a little more. Also, I think that the look of it is just beautiful. In general, the ship, in general, not just Lego, but in general, the ship looks awesome. I love the green accents right here. I think it looks awesome. And I think Lego did a really good job with it. Like I was saying, props to the designers on the set. They did amazing. And yeah, overall, this set is amazing. Honestly, I'll give it like a 9. If they added Jango Fett, this would honestly be a 10 out of 10 set. But yeah, I don't know. Anywho, that's really all to say for the set. Overall, that's an amazing set. Like I was saying, if you want to get this, for sure get it. It is such a good purchase in my opinion. Yeah. That's really about it. I do have some more uploads coming up. I'm gonna be recording a different one. I'm probably gonna be recording the 501st Clone Trooper Battle Pack. That came out maybe a couple years back. Not a couple years back, but like 2023. So yeah. If you want to watch that, make sure to kind of look for it. Look out. I'll have some more uploads, like I was saying. So yeah. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah. Bye bye, y'all.